Okay, hello all, and I wanted to start this week with something a little bit different, just to give you a quick update on two things. One is a new look, and the other is something called a Zoom session that I'll be holding this week. So recently, I had a subtle change in my life. A friend of mine from work was through 2017 was going through breast cancer treatment, surgeries and chemotherapy and all of that. And so while she was doing that, I wanted to be a support to her. So early in the year, whenever I'd go to work, I wore wigs because she was wearing wigs. She had to take off her acrylic nails, so I took off my acrylic nails, and just in solidarity. Well, recently her hair started to grow back. She is now cancer-free, which is exciting for, the new year and the new her. But because she was self-conscious of having her hair short and growing out, I decided to offer more solidarity as she's going through this, and now I have a new look as well. So my long dark hair, and actually in the first picture my hair is actually pulled up, so the long dark hair has been replaced, and I have dyed it, so I matched her, and actually her hair is now darker and longer than mine, but that's okay. Anyway, so that is the new look, and so as a result you'll also be seeing my new emoji, or my new avatar, which now looks like this. So I don't know what I'm going to do, if I'm going to grow it back out to be long and dark, or if I'm going to keep it this way, but this is the new look, and we're having fun, trying to figure out how to grow hair out and see what we're going to do on that. So that's the first thing, is you're going to see a new look for the rest of the class. The other thing I wanted to announce is this week I'll be holding a Zoom session, which will be this Tuesday, the 30th at 7 p.m. And there is the link to get into it, and it's a web conference room. And if it's just you and I in the room, our videos will be side by side. You can use a laptop, you can use a cell phone, you can use a tablet. Anyway, as long as you can click on this link, you can get into the room. And so it's just a nice way for us to meet. If you can't attend the Tuesday Zoom session, but you want to talk and have office hours at another time, just let me know. Excuse me. And I can meet there at any time. It's just a click away to be in the room, so we're talking face-to-face, virtually face-to-face. On Tuesday, I'm just going to be doing a quick check-in. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer them, but I'm going to just hold like an open office hour. So if you want to just check in, I'm giving a couple of extra credit points for anybody who shows up. So if you just show up, I'll call on you, when I kind of see who's in the room. You'll answer a quick question that has really nothing to do with the course. It's just really just to check your mic and to make sure the video is working. You also do not need to have your video on if you're self-conscious or you don't want the video on. You can just use your audio. Or if you get in, I'll also walk everybody through. There's a little chat feature there, so if you don't have audio or video, you can use the chat feature. You'll still be able to hear me and see me, but you may not be able to respond. So there's a lot of other options, and as we get more and more people in the Zoom room, for those of you old enough to remember what the Brady Bunch looked like in their opening screen, or even older than that, it would be what, Hollywood Squares. Anyway, so there'll be everybody in little squares. It's a really dynamic way of meeting. The Zoom web conference feature is free. If you want to host a meeting this way, for those of you working for government agencies where you're kind of spread out along, amongst a number of different cities, counties, and states, this is a really wonderful tool. Rather than a phone conference, it's easy to do. Everybody can access it from a phone or a tablet or a computer, and you get to actually see body language, and it's just a much more dynamic way of meeting than just on the phone. So I wanted to introduce this concept this week, and hopefully have people that, if you haven't tried it, to please try it out. And if you can't make the session, you want to meet another time, just let me know, and we could always pop on in a moment's notice. So that's going to be this Tuesday, the 30th at 7 p.m. This link is available now if you want to try it out, or if you have a buddy in the class and you both want to try it out just to see the different features. It's pretty intuitive once you get in the room. So that's all I've got is the introduction this week. Move on to the next lecture, and then we'll get started on the week's work.